Condomize is a saying that has become common among the South Sudanese population, especially the youth. In South Sudan, the Condomize campaign was launched in 2019 during the World AIDS Day commemoration. And since then, the Condomize campaign activities have been ongoing within the country.
Since 2019, when we first launched the Condomize campaign in Juba, we have seen tremendous achievements. First of all, we were able to do the same launch in Torit, that is in 2020. And since the launch, we've been having several activities within Juba and Torit, where of course the program was launched. For example, in Juba, we've been able to have different activities with universities, and in the community, we've been able to install around 100 condom dispensers in different public places. The same to Torit, we've been able to have different activities with the community and also in public places installing condom dispensers. So far I can say that access to condoms has been improved, especially within Juba, given the fact that we are seeing a lot of demand for condoms.
Condomize South Sudan campaign is a joint initiative of the Ministry of Health and South Sudan AIDS Commission in collaboration with the United Nations Population Fund and health development partners. Impact Health Organization, IHO, a non-governmental organization, believes that the Condomize campaign is a lifesaver as it protects the youth against transmission of HIV/AIDS, early or unwanted pregnancies, and sexually transmitted diseases.
At first, when we are driving the campaign, people used to have fear. But whenever they see you with confidence talking about the use of condom, they get motivated. So it makes them to feel free and to reduce the stigma that if this person can talk about HIV stroke condom use, then who am I not to go to use the condom?
In this year, 2021, Impact Health Organization, IHO, celebrated the Condomize campaign in Yambio, Western Equatoria.
You know, I got Condomize campaign, and I got Condomize Yambio.
Yeah, it's a very nice promotion. I really like what is taking place within the system. So I'm very happy for the condom distribution. I really like it, and I thank you very much. Continue bringing more.
We did the Condomize campaign launch in Yambio. And the reason being why Yambio was chosen this time is because Yambio is one of the locations in South Sudan that has high prevalence of HIV. So every year we look forward to do launches in different locations, but of course prioritizing some of them. So Yambio this time was prioritized, and we were able to do the condom launch.
Ukona mangale simwangwa na tini vene pai. Wadengo ni yafrani me. Omecha vina zola kusede. Ani maida kaja gani kondo muka badachirani nani. Zanga kupanga me. Etavu isono vrusa Sudani. Tiki kinyeshi. Ono.
The campaign in Yambio was well received, with IHO conducting activities like radio talk shows, distribution of leaflets and brochures, social media messages, and on-road public service announcements.
Yambio, it was very nice because the innovation idea we used to capture their mind, it was fantastic. Here we went through what we called a talking, one-by-one talking circle, where we got some of ambassadors we were with, they go and sit with like a group of 2 to 3 people, then they teach them the correct way of using the condom and the importance of using a condom relating to the HIV part. So it was so marvelous that everyone was put on board, and the population of Yambio, it was more of young people and old, but young people. So when you talk with the young people, you are looking at the future.
So we had a team coming from Juba, a team of trained Condomize ambassadors, and also working together with partners on ground, and also the State Minister of Health, and also the State South Sudan AIDS Commission. We worked together and they were able to do a one-week activity. At the end of the day, we were able to do the official launch of the campaign.
IHO believes that if capacity building is done the right way and earlier enough, the HIV/AIDS prevalence rate will be suppressed within a few years to come.
Since we are in the world of digital, and it has been a very powerful tool to communicate to most of young people, where we see young people, most of them, they are on social media, and they use social media to get information. So we use this tool to create and prepare for our campaigns most of the time. It's like when we go for a campaign or we go for an outreach, we get all that information, we put it on our social media, which will help someone who has not received the information to be reached out, and that person will read through the information. So he gets prepared in his mind. So by the time you reach on that person, is he willing to get that information you want to provide to him? And social media really, it has been a powerful tool to use on Condomize campaign.
The main goal is to reduce stigma associated with condoms, and also to improve access to quality condoms. So if since 2019, when we did the launch in Juba, we have seen this happening, that the stigma that previously was associated with condom use, where people think buying a condom, holding a condom is something very bad. We have seen it reducing, and the aspect of increasing access, of course, people are accessing condoms in places that they feel secure and private, because we have the condom dispensers installed. We reach out to universities, we reach out to different key populations, and we distribute these condoms. So access to condoms in the locations that we are already working in has been, is not a challenge. And also stigmas has been reduced, and all this is as the result of the Condomize campaign.
The event was so colorful as it was spiced with various activities such as music, dance, and drama by the youth from various groups in Western Equatoria. Various stakeholders had words of encouragement and caution to the people who attended the event.
And it is mostly this program for condomization to be taught to school children, whereby they will know how to use the condom and they will also prevent themselves by using that condom not to be infected.
There is need for us to come in with measures to protect ourselves and our young people. And if the three components that have been talked about, abstinence, be faithful, if we cannot abstain and we cannot be faithful, that means we have to use the condoms. Condoms can protect against HIV as well as pregnancies. Therefore, this launch informs us that there is need for us to scale up as partners, as the government, as the authorities.
My brother, I'm telling you, you wake up. If you take this issue that is just kind of you're wasting time, we shall see in the future. We are trying here to remind you to be careful.
IHO representatives believe that with such activities of sensitizing the communities of condom use, the South Sudanese remain protected and less vulnerable.
Every year we usually do a planning meeting, and we plan for what is going to happen in that year. So we plan to have a meeting, and then we shall have a plan. But we think we shall be able to do other launches in different locations. For example, in 2019, we were able to launch in Juba. 2020, we did the launch in Torit. And 2021, we have recently did the launch in Yambio. So 2022, we should be having different Condomize campaign launch in different locations, and also continue with the routine activities of ensuring that there is access to quality condoms.
I'm seeing if everyone starts condomizing, first of all, we shall reduce the stigma on condom use as people perceive it. Then we shall reduce the HIV prevalence in South Sudan, which is good. And also, if all these things are worked on, then we shall see the progress of economic progress.
With efforts from the government, international and national NGOs, civil societies, uniformed forces and various stakeholders, the Condomize campaign can be spread across the country. The youth have developed the will to condomize.
This achievement can't be done by one person. It has been done by several stakeholders. As you said, of course, the government being the lead, they give authorization for the distribution, they give technical advice during implementation, and different CSOs have contributed through technical advice, human resource, and so it has been a joint effort, and we implement it as a team. It's not a one organization, one man activity. So it has been a team, and through all these stakeholders, we have been able to achieve a lot.
Impact Health Organization, IHO, remains committed to condomize South Sudan and beyond.
Condomize, don't compromise.
Condomize, don't compromise.
Indeed, condomize, don't compromise.